Hello.
Welcome back.
How you doing?
Very well. I've dressed up smart for this one.
I know you have. It's great to see you. Have you had a good day?
Very good day. What about you?
Good. Yeah, it's been alright.
Yeah, good man. So, I'm not going to ask you. I'm going to ask this guy. What was the last thing you were stressed about, audience member? Tell me. Leave a like or comment in the comments. Not a like in the comments, but leave whatever you want in the comments. Tell us the last time you were stressed. Have you done it? Have they done it well?
It's unlikely.
Unlikely. Okay, that's fine. We'll move on. So I've got some numbers for you. I'm going to start off different. I'm going to fill you in with stress. In the UK, 74% of adults report feeling overwhelmed or unable to cope at some point in the last year, according to the Mental Health Foundation in 2023. And globally, workplace stress cost $300 billion annually in lost productivity, absenteeism, and health costs, according to the American Substitute of Stress in 2019.
Blimey.
Stress is a big part of our life, Will. So tell me, what in God's name do you have to be stressed about?
My life is very stressful.
Oh, God.
And so I think it's easy to compartmentalize and try not to be stressed. But the biggest stresses in my life actually come to do with balance, weirdly. Because my natural isn't balance. My natural is all work. So having a girlfriend and trying to balance work with that is like super stressful because that's not how my brain works. Like there's the reason why like I only focus on YouTube. Everything else falls by the wayside. It's like it doesn't matter. If it's not YouTube, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, the focus at the moment is YouTube. But if that focus previously was tennis for years, and if it wasn't tennis, it didn't matter. And after that, it was flips, and if it wasn't flips, it didn't matter. Sod tennis, don't care. After that, it was dance. Like I just want to get the best possible at dance. That's all that mattered. And now and then it was accounting for a little bit. Very quickly fell out of that, and then then it was like guitar. How good can I get a guitar? It's like I'm just gonna.
So it's very about being focused on one thing for you. You're very much attention onto one detail. Obviously, there's other things that are important to you, very much YouTube, but Soph is obviously very important for you. But stress for you comes from spreading yourself too thin.
Definitely. And being employed feels like I'm spread too thin because you can't just singularly focus on one thing when you're employed because you've got to worry about colleague relationships. You've got to worry about if you put your timesheet in for exactly what you work. When I was an accountant, I had to track every hour of what I did. Then there's like organising meetings, checking that all that's done. Then not to mention if you're an accountant, you've got multiple clients. It's like you need to make sure all of their stuff's done. You can't just focus on one client and make sure that one client's great because you've got so many. So that was and is a challenge. Then the next one is it gets more and more granular, but it's like just there's so much pressure that I put on myself to do well. And right now I'm just wasting literally millions of pounds in free advertising. And that absolutely kills me because my revenue should literally be 100 times what it is. If I knew, like if somebody was to give you £2 million to spend on advertising this month, you had to spend it this month. Like you would hope you'd make one sale.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's just outrageous. So dealing with that is really rough and stressful because, but the thing, nobody cares because like ad revenue is good. So it's like, everyone's like, oh, you're doing fine. Stop putting pressure on you. So it's like, no, you have no idea how well I should be doing right now. It's ridiculous.
So let's break down those two stresses. We've got balancing. We've got trying to understand that you've got loads of things in your life that are pulling you away from your singular focus, and it's hard to keep on top of everything and give it the same love and attention that you know it probably deserves while putting all your singular focus towards one goal and achievement. And then you've got expectations that you've put on oneself to achieve goals that you know you are capable of or that feel tangible for you. Let's break down both of those and then we'll get into my stresses, but we'll start with yours. Balancing. How do you overcome balancing? Is it something that you feel you can work through by just head down, get it done? Or is it something where you have to prioritize? how do you balance the stress that comes with trying to juggle many balls? This is, you can edit in balls that I'm juggling.
Yeah. Thanks.
Now they've got to move and everything.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah.
And have a nice gravitational arc.
Oh no, they can just go doop, doop.
Doop,
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I'm good at. That's why it stresses me. So I don't know the solution. The thing I've been implementing so far is sort of a hit and hope strategy. Don't hit so. It's trying to have those moments of complete YouTube focus and then the moments of complete soap focus. And that's sort of the thing I've been implementing. Like I can't think about anything other than YouTube when I'm in this YouTube mode. It's impossible. Like try and have a conversation with me about it. I just can't. It always comes back to YouTube. It's the number one thing that matters. And unfortunately, as a side effect of that, it's like I don't actually care what anyone else is telling me. Like listening becomes very difficult because it's not YouTube. It's not helping. Doesn't mean I don't necessarily care on an emotional level for the other person, but it does mean that in terms of like what I'm going to dedicate my intellect to and my problem solving abilities, that's all going on YouTube.
So do you think you feel stressed from balancing everything because you're trying to balance too much?
I think that's been a big issue. So I've started fixing that this academic year. So I no longer have the degree, no longer have as much tennis coaching, no longer have as many pub gigs. So that's instantly bought me probably 30-40% of my time back. So I can now put even more into YouTube. And as that does better and better, I can cut down the rest even more. Or just choose to do it for fun, but see that purely as fun.
Yeah.
Although fun just seems like a waste of time. I'm in my 20s, not in my 60s.
So I disagree. Because you're in your 20s, you should be having fun. Work in your 60s.
Why? I haven't earned the right to have fun. Like, how entitled is that? Where if you go to somewhere poor in the world and the 25-year-olds, 24-year-olds there are just having fun, they're not helping the family. It's like, what? That's completely. It's just dumb. We just live in a culture that's dumb. It's like that just sounds like, oh yeah, you're still young, therefore you should have fun. It's like, no, you're young, therefore you should.
You're young, you should take care of those that are older,
and yourself when you're older. When I'm 6, there's no I am fortunate enough right now to be in good health. Therefore, I should be working as hard as possible so that future me, who will not be in good health, is fine. You know? Because if I use your approach, I have fun now, right? Then I fall ill in my mid-40s, and I haven't done any of the groundwork to actually build a business or make any sort of money or do anything to look after myself. Then I'm going to kick myself because all that fun is irrelevant because I'm going to die before I'm 50. It's
but then you would have spent your time investing into things that you love and enjoy. If you were always in this consideration going to get sick in your 40s, mid-40s, surely you would have rather spent the first how many years enjoying them.
I'm enjoying them.
Because you enjoy the process. So back to the stress, you're saying it would almost be better if you had less to do or less that pulled your attention away from what is important. But then that touches onto your second stress, which I think is ultimately probably where your stress is centered, which is why I wanted to do this one second, which is the pressure to achieve you put on yourself, the overwhelming pressure to achieve that you put on yourself. And I completely agree. It's something I put on myself. I had this discussion with my therapist about, so what do you want? I'm like, more. So what is more? I'm like, everything I have, but more of it. Like, I can't explain it, and it's so... There's such a lack of tangible understanding there. I want to visit more countries. I want to earn more money. I want to have more connections with more people. I just want more. I want to experience as much as humanly possible, and I get down on myself when I know that there's more that I could achieve. So I understand. Do you think that is ever a stress you're going to learn to live with, or even become happy with?
No.
Have you come to terms with that? Or is that something you're going to continue to not resent, but allow to be a driving force? Because like we've said, you're either running away from something or towards something, and actually running away from something provides more forward momentum most of the time.
Yeah, I need stress in my life because I think it keeps me young, for lack of a better word, but it's like
I would say stress ages you.
No, I think it keeps me sharp. It keeps me on the edge. I've got something to wake me up in the morning. I need to go and do this.
So that's not keeping you young, that's keeping you agile.
Yeah, I suppose.
Mentally resilient.
Yeah. But I when I left accountancy and I wasn't really doing YouTube yet, there was a moment where you were just purposeless.
Mm.
And I didn't like that. I craved the stress, ironically. And not the same level of stress as an accountant.
Yeah.
But I needed something to just keep me
on edge.
Yeah.
Attentive.
That's it.
Ready.
Yeah. And that's what that provides. But I was having a serious conversation with my dad last night, and this is nuts. I was like, so if we look at all the numbers of what YouTube's making now, what it could make going forwards if we're conservative, and then if we include merchandise and brand deals, there's no reason, like, in 10 years from now that I'm not running a 20-30 million pound business. And this was the mad bit. There was no laughter in the conversation. It's like, that was serious. It's like, so just saying that out loud, and I like to always say everything out loud. That really helps me make something real.
Okay, helps you process.
Sure. Yeah. Because if I've said it out loud, like, it seems more tangible. It seems like it's something that can happen.
It's out loud. It's not just in your head. It's an actual tangible thought that you can hear and have heard back. Sometimes you say something out loud and you're like, actually, that sounds completely wild. That's so off the wall that nothing could ever happen.
Yeah. So that's made me think, okay, so 10 years from now, I'm going to be running a £30 million business. How do I get there and work back from that? And what that does is that gives you a fixed goal. It's like, no, you have to achieve this by then. So then what do you need to be doing? So I know, okay, I need to really work on merchandise. It's like, that's going to be a clear path to help get there. And then the YouTube is centered to everything because that's where you get all your advertising from. Mm. It's like, you need that, and you need a good sense of community, and you need to be passionate about the videos you're making, and have an honourable mission statement behind the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's that without any of that, it's like the whole thing can crumble.
On that, I know what mine is for this podcast, but what do you think your mission statement is for this podcast? Because I know what yours is for Will Taylor. I know what you try and do for Will Taylor. I'd like to think that message is very clear in the content you create, which is you want to spread positivity. You want to spread light, love, laughter. Love, love, laugh. Those things that middle-aged women get above their bed.
Yeah. Home is where the heart is.
And then The Secret, the book next to it. Wish it, want it, do it.
It's all and giggles till somebody giggles. And yeah, for this podcast, I like to think it's... I probably won't say it as concisely as it should be for a mission statement, but we're going along the lines of opening people up to deep and honest conversations to help further their personal development.
Yeah, nice. I think ours are very similar. Mine is, I could use that one for myself and not change it. For me, it's to be able to have discussions that people of our generation, men and women, have been discouraged from having, and having them in a light-hearted way that encourages other people to do the same.
Yeah.
And hoping that other people take something and grow from it as well.
Mm. No, I think it's good. I think it will encourage... Funnily enough, I think it will actually encourage the Will Taylor stuff to take on a meaning as well. Mm. Because it's like, you've got the Will Taylor channel in my mind, which is like, try and find the positive side in everything, and like look at it with a positive attitude. Everything's coming at it from a positive side of the equation. The Beneath the Noise, I want to feel like, is the more adult version of that message, which is
Will Taylor After Dark.
Yeah. Which is, okay, we're actually not only going to say just in general terms, you should always be positive. We're going to have a look at each one of those emotions. We're going to break them down. We're going to analyze them. We're going to see what are your deepest thoughts about this thing. And does that give it more clarity? Does it give it any more power over you? Does it, how does it get there? It gets like into it more.
Yeah.
It's like if my channel's the GCSE, this is the degree.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking underneath the cover of it. We're going to dig around into it. We're going to push away all the dirt. We're going to explore ourselves, so you're going to learn from me and vice versa. Most of the way it's you're learning from me, to be honest, because I'm hella smart.
Well, yeah. And I'm so emotionally dumb.
Your EQ is awful.
My EQ, yeah.
But no,
equalization.
Like, your level was just a bit off. No, but it's true. Like, and I think what's really good is we started just impersonating more personality and a bit of laughter, a bit of fun, a bit of humor. Actually, don't ever fucking do that again. Finger guns. Jesus Christ. We're not stressed at all. No, like, but adding that laughter and that humanitarian aid.
Ooh.
I don't think that fits.
Humanitarianism.
Human side.
Yep. That works as well. It's slightly shorter.
Yeah. Adding the H into everything.
Yes.
Put it on a t-shirt.
The
No, I think we hopefully will do some good work. But
I like knocking wood.
Yeah, me too. I like my wood. It's dark.
That's not what I said.
So what do I get stressed about?
Yes,
Because
please tell me. I
about
want to know. I want you to tell me what are the things that stress you out and why you think they stress you out.
At the moment, the most dominant stressor in my life is you, mate. Like, I'm joking.
Wouldn't surprise me.
No, it's...
Surprise, but...
All right, mum. Any more?
No. Okay. Carry on.
Thank you.
Tell me what stresses you. I want to focus on it.
Very kind. At the moment, it's balancing everything. It's much the same as you. Because I've got career, gym, friendships, podcast. And the podcast has immediately become important to me. So that's been bumped straight to priority one. You know, like I'm moving things around to make this work so we can stay on top of our posting schedule, so we can have shorts edited, we can have the equipment ready and available. And then trying to balance life and work all around it has become very stressful. But ultimately it's a stress I've chosen, which I think is really important. Sometimes we have to understand that we choose stress, and sometimes I think we have to understand that we go through phases or seasons in our life of more or less stress. At the moment, I think I'm moving into a positive stage of stress. But there's been times in my life where I've been in a negative stage of stress. Where, for instance, during COVID, I was working at Sainsbury's full time. Awful hours that we were doing.
Awesome. Loved it.
It was good fun. We did no work. The other friend got so
Oh,
annoyed
we
at
did
us.
some. We wiped off the totes.
We did. How we got away with calling that
was
work.
That's work. That's honourable stuff. We were saving the nation.
Loading trolleys and then giving them to the people that picked the food.
Walking those trolleys along the floor, and then you'd hit a bumper, they'd all end up over the floor. One of my greatest memories.
It was good fun.
It was always milk as well. It was always
always
milk or yogurt.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah.
You were working at Sainsbury's and you were very stressed, and I took that really as a joke.
No, Sainsbury's is a joke.
Sainsbury's is a joke. Yeah. I'd hate to work there.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh dear. Yeah, Sainsbury's. But I also had the other job that I was furloughed from, but doing temporary part time, and then the stress of everything. I didn't realize quite how stressful I found COVID lockdown, being in my own bubble, and my family being the only people in that bubble and trying to survive with them. It was to the point where the stress was so much, my body did just shut down. As you know, like I had kidney failure and I was in hospital and had to rebuild all my strength back. And
did you find the cause of that ever?
The doctors can't say for certain. They wanted to say it was high protein, but I eat the exact same now as I did then.
Right.
And ultimately, to have kidney failure from high protein, you need to either eat absurd amounts of protein or have already ongoing kidney issues, of which I do neither.
Yeah.
Or have neither, I should say. So I think it was just extreme fatigue and exhaustion and stress. Just worked myself too hard that my body physically gave up. And that's wild.
That is crazy.
Absolutely
You
crazy.
found the limit.
I did.
That's what I'm chasing.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, like when you're like, I need to find the limit, I'm like, I found it.
I'm jealous.
But I said this to my friend the other day.
You have other friends?
I do, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I know.
Wild.
What, did I have
Learn
friends or
something new
other
every day.
friends? But the importance of, like you say, finding your limit of how hard you can work, because you are going to go into seasons in your life where you have to get shit done. You can believe it or not, I don't care, but it's true. There's times in your life where you have to be like, stuff is not going right. I need to achieve more. I need to work my way out of a current situation I'm in. And that can be professionally, it can be mentally, it can be physically, like gym, or if you're out of weight. There's going to be times in your life where you are going to have hard times, and you need to know how hard you can push it. Not to the point of burnout and fatigue, but almost to the point of burnout and fatigue. Yeah. Because you need to know that your body is capable of so much more, your mind is capable of so much more. So when things get a little bit stressful, I've got to get up early because I've got to get a train and go to work. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, it's true. So do you, Will Taylor, ignore your stress?
Yeah.
I was going to call you Will I Am, but you're
no,
not.
I don't. I let
Will you or not?
Yeah. No, it fires me up. Like, there's a magical thing that happens when I'm really stressed. And I think of it like a drug, so I actually chase it a little bit. Is everything in the world, like, you go numb to it, your ears start ringing, you're like, have you ever been that stressed where, like, your ears start ringing and, like, you're almost sweating and, like, you can't really breathe properly, and you ever been there?
I think that's called an anxiety attack.
Yeah,
Will.
so that happens to me, like, weekly. But I've learnt to love it, because what it allows me to do is just sit.
I have an anxiety attack. And Soph's like, are you okay? I'm like, I need to work it.
So I just sit in front of my computer, and it just, all the noise goes, because you're so, like, everything's vibrating in your head, and, like, you can't really do anything, like, you're struggling to breathe, and you're looking at the screen and you just get stuff done.
Just breathing every minute.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, but seriously, do you not get that? That's like a real thing for me. I actually use it.
From stress?
Yeah. It's probably
No.
good for your heart if you don't.
Yeah, I don't think I do. I'm trying to think. But maybe I shouldn't be trying to think. No, I don't think I do, because I don't think I've ever put myself in that much stress since COVID. However, I also think it's how you choose to use that stress. You know, like, I don't care. I'm saying this out loud, so I was intrepid. I don't care enough about my job at the moment to give that much stress. You know, I'm in a bit more of a senior role, not massive, but a little bit. And if people are spouting off or they want this, I might just do it. I don't care. Like, I don't get paid enough to care about this. The people that run the company, if they want to have a moan at me, they can, but they can also pick up the phone and deal with the clients day in and day out like we do. You know, like, it's entirely up to them. But with something like this, I could imagine getting to a point where I care about it enough to allow that stress to come in.
I agree.
Does that make sense?
It would be nice if you got to that point where you care about it.
You know me, I'm too laid back.
Yeah, no.
I'm
I know
too
exactly what you're saying.
chill. Look at me. I'm the definition of chill.
This is true. You can't out straight face me.
I can't.
Nobody
I smile
can
at
out straight
everything.
face me.
I smile at everything. It's bad. There's pictures of me as a children, like
As a children.
as a children,
When you were 2.
as a child, tiny little con. I mean, even smaller if you can believe it.
Mental.
Huge grin. I smile at everything. It's awful. Yeah, honestly, I swear to God.
Be great for thumbnails. Yeah, that's it. That's the look.
Thank you. You're gonna zoom in on that, aren't you, you dickhead?
I'm going to try, if I remember. I usually skip the bits where you talk. Connor's yapping again.
Or put it in slow motion.
Yeah, the last podcast I filmed in slow motion. So if you saw the last episode, it was on forgiveness. If forgiveness hasn't gone out by now, you know that I filmed in slow motion.
We'll up.
And yeah, I'm going to have to pay for Connor to come back and do some stuff. I'm going to have to redo it. But we've had practice now if we
Yeah.
need to.
Good thing is we save all of the plans that we do. So when you sign up for the membership program, you'll have access to all of the notes that we make.
Ooh.
We make. I'm joking. I minded.
I've made two.
They were good. I like them.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like them. I thought they were really good.
I fluked the hell out of them.
You did well. I liked it.
Mine was just it was interesting because your plans are like dynamic and have like bits carved into them and bold text and then hyphens and then more text. Mine were like question A.
Yeah.
Question B.
Question A. Do not follow up. Question B.
Nod subtly at Connor so that he talks for longer. Interesting.
Let me check my notes.
Tell me more.
Make listening sounds. So what happens to you, Will, if you suppress that stress? You're saying you're using stress as fire to get work done. It's an engine for you. You're stoking the engine.
Yeah.
What happens if you stop stoking it?
As in if I stop allowing myself to get stressed? Or
suppress the stress. So you feel it, you acknowledge it's there. It's
like,
maybe the tightness in your chest, but you're just like, oh, I don't want to feel this. And you don't positively harness it.
I'll let you know when it happens.
Okay, so what do you think would happen if you don't positively harness it?
I'd be living under a bridge in a month because my whole mental framework has just gone to the dogs.
You'd crumble.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand how to live without just dedicating all my time towards one thing. Like so, but what I'm saying is, if my framework of harnessing stress broke down, that would be like maybe the first card in so many other things going wrong.
Yeah.
Because if that's one of like the pivotal points of like you can either choose to double down and go at it or you give up.
Yeah.
They're like to do that. Like, because if I don't know what's unimaginable. Like if I don't upload for a month, it's like there's something drastically wrong in my whole framework of everything that I care about. Because I can't even justify it by saying, oh no, when I'm focusing on the merchandising thing. So yeah, but you're not getting any customers because everything starts with YouTube.
So you're saying either you rise to the occasion of the stress or you just don't. You just like, you know what? I accept this maybe isn't what I want. And you just let
I'd just be a
crumble.
failure. So I just won't be worth anything.
Wow.
Like my relationship would crumble. I would not ever move to Cornwall. I'd not amount to anything. Never.
So the stress comes from having goals for you. Do you see then, this is maybe a yes or no question.
Yes.
Do you see stress as positive?
Yes.
I like that.
I do. Like, if you can't take something like, I think it also makes the man, for lack of a better term, or you could be a woman. They are the only two options.
Disagree.
I disagree with your disagreement.
Well, I disagree more, sir.
So every time I feel stressed, I feel like it's take door A or you can take door B. Behind door A, you don't know what's behind it, but you know there's an opportunity that you would succeed. Behind door B is immediate failure.
Yeah, very true.
Door A is you face the stress head on. Door B is you turn away from it.
How many people do you think pick door B?
99%. Like, okay, how many people do you know in your life that have pushed through immense stress?
Immense stress?
Continuously as well. Because it's like, everyone can get through doors 1, 2, 3. When it starts getting hard is like when you're at door 80.
I hear you. I like to think I surround myself with people that have... I can't make good mouth sounds today, Jesus. That have good resiliency. I almost feel like within my close circle of friends, I have more friends that would pick door A and I have less that would pick door B.
Yeah.
But that is by design, without a doubt. By design. I am very grateful for the people I have in my life that are resilient, both professionally and personally, relationship-wise. I know people that have pursued some really challenging times in their life and come out stronger because of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of... Do you have any people who aren't the type of people that push through stress? Aren't people I want to be friends with?
I'm wondering if, as we progress through life, you know, like there's people that I went to school with, I look at now, that are... And don't get me wrong, everyone's got their own way of living. And I'm not saying that my way of living is right, because Jesus knows I'm always trying to change and get better on myself.
Well, it might be right for you.
Yeah.
I think people think just because one person lives their life one way, they have to live it. It's like, that's
Agreed.
not how it works. It's like, I'm living my life. Like, I'm not asking you to live my life.
Absolutely. But I see people that are my age, they're 30, they're overweight, they're in the same job that they've been in
Since
they were 16. They eat poorly, they're not very active, they maybe smoke, they maybe drink excessively. And you're like, this is the choices you've made. Like, you are a visual representation of the stressing or the stresses you've chosen to avoid.
Mm.
You know, like, I will choose to lean into my stress because I know stress for the most part will likely make me stronger. Whereas the people that don't lean into their stress, they choose the easy option, it will start to pay its dividends, be it positive or negative.
Yep.
So, Will, we're talking about your stress and suppressing it. Maybe this isn't relevant to you. Maybe it's just a question I need to answer for you to hear what it sounds like. Don't know why I leant into the mic like that. Look at the mic. Oh, I've got dizzy, Jesus. How does stress manifest for you?
Could you answer it for me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I'll start. So for me, if I do not express my stress, bars. If I do not express my stress
And put it to the test. You're not the best.
I'm a complete mess.
On a quest.
Anything else?
I'm fully expressed.
Yeah, for me,
If you don't express your stress.
yeah. We're not doing this in a loop.
No, okay.
No, absolutely not.
No. Jesus, right, let's go.
Yeah,
Come on. Back in it.
Back in the room.
Yeah. I'm here for it. Let's go.
Oh, they got me. Cool. For me, you don't want to be around me, but I become real snarky, for lack of a better word, or rather, for lack of a word I can't say out loud. I become real tetchy. It's the C word I can't use.
Ah.
Yeah.
Crabby.
Yeah, crabby. I become I become real, like, short and snappy on people. I become agitated very easily, and I feel the need to move constantly. You know, I feel like there's almost like ants all over me. I've got to do something. I've got to fill my time. Like, I get very overwhelmed, and if I'm in that heightened sense of stress, I'm just a bit agitated. A bit is an understatement. I'll be very agitated, and again, being near me at that time is not fun because I struggle to regulate my emotions. So I'll be very snappy with someone. If you've said something to me, I'll be very like, well, obviously. Oh, like a child.
Yeah.
Like a teenager.
Like having an argument with your girlfriend about the words incoming versus
incoming. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it would manifest. In terms of physically, like I said, I'd feel very agitated. Like I need to move. It would probably sit in a tightness in my chest as well. Yeah, that's how it would manifest for me. Anything for you?
Yeah, so I definitely become short and snappy. I think I'm constantly like that anyway, just because nothing matters. So it's like the only things that are important to me are the things I give time. And even I could have a productive conversation with somebody, and then once it stopped being productive, I say, right, I'm done with this. Bye. It's like I'm literally that quick.
You have failed to entertain me. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's like, but if you can also see sometimes when conversations just start going in circles as well. It's like we've spoken about this, but
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I get that. But it's called niceties. It's called small talk.
Okay, well, I'll have time for niceties.
You need to get better at small talk. Everyone needs to get better at small talk.
No.
Have you heard of the weather?
Yeah, like, hey, it's sunny, right? You know, it's raining again. Cool.
Great for the plants.
Like, it doesn't benefit anyone. It's like small talk, waste of time. So stress builds up and so when I'm really stressed, I actually sleep. My body just shuts down. I sleep for an hour and a half, and then I'm straight back at it.
One would argue that's burnout.
Could be. So I'm on that line all the time.
Stress
So it's like-
to burnout.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you some warning signs of burnout, and you tell me how many of these.
The room goes numb.
Yeah. Anxiety
Staring at a computer all the time, struggling to breathe,
sweating.
heart pumping, twitching, shaking your legs off.
So what we're going to do is you're going to keep your hand up like this, and every time I say one, it's like fourth
cool.
down.
5-finger challenge.
Yeah,
Or
you
10-finger challenge. How many other?
That's 5.
5. Okay, cool.
Constant fatigue even after rest.
Yeah.
Or after flying
As
start.
in, this is psychological or physical or?
Yes to
Yeah,
it.
cool.
Yes to the above. Feeling detached or cynical about work or relationships.
Detached or cynical or, yeah.
Lovely. Reduced productivity, brain fog, irritability.
Irritability, yeah.
Physical symptoms including headaches, insomnia, weakened immunity.
Yeah.
And emotional signs, loss of joy or hopelessness.
Loss of joy. Yeah, 5 out of 5.
Well done.
I win.
So we're talking about burnout. That's something I had here is I think there's a very clear line between burnout and stress. Stress is those external stresses causing internal turbulence, be it positive or negative, however you want to harness it. Burnout is just the complete abundance and overwhelming nature of the stress to the point where your body's alarm system, which is stress, when ignored, will shut you down, which is burnout. So complete and utter shutdown.
Yeah, that happens probably once a month.
Tell us about the burnout for you, because I've also got burnout that's happened. I'd love to hear your burnouts and how much of a failure you feel when you've burnt out.
No.
When you're laying in your bed and you've achieved nothing that day. Sorry, I feel really bad doing this.
That never happens. I always achieve something because the day doesn't finish until I do it. Sometimes my days are 40 hours long.
Oh my gosh, we should get that as the day isn't over until I've achieved something.
Yeah.
On the wall.
Yeah, that'd be good. Thank you again. It's strange. It's actually really helpful that that's my body's default. It's a bit like, certain animals, when they feel under attack, they play dead. It's like a reflex, right?
Like a baby lamb.
Or a goat.
Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah.
It's the easiest time I ever go to sleep.
I've always called you the goat, but not for
Greatest of all turmeric.
good supplements. Take turmeric.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't really have any of that. I've sugar. That's my supplement.
I think you should worry about getting food in.
Sugar is my supplement for food. Yeah, that's why I'm always shaking at my desk. 2 sugars in my tea every time I have a tea.
Oh my god! How many teas do you have a day?
4, 5.
Good lord!
Yeah, I'm gonna have no teeth. I harness the stress because the only way through stress is through. So you sit down, you work, you ignore everything. Phone goes in another room, like just working, and then it builds up to such a point where it's like, okay, yeah, hey, just fall asleep. I've fallen asleep in that chair.
Have you?
Yeah, it's like it just
Wow.
gone. And I don't know how long I'm out. Anywhere from 20 minutes to 2 hours.
That's scary, dude.
But then you're right back in it. You're ready to go.
That's scary.
Nah, it's not heart failure, so it's fine.
You worked yourself to the point where your body has gone, you need to stop. I need to shut this down.
Yeah, but it just means you need to do more.
That's the exact opposite.
No, because clearly not enough has been done to get you to a point of peace. So it's, you've got
you would never achieve peace because there's always more to achieve.
Well, I'm still chasing it.
Exactly, this is my
I can't
point.
go backwards.
Clearly, if you've never achieved it now, you're not ever going to achieve it.
No, I haven't even started work yet. I can't. Like 10 years from now, I'll be able to work 10 times harder than I can work now. So
No,
it's
you'll
like,
work
well,
10 tons smarter than you can now.
No, it's harder. It's harder and smarter because you get so you can get more done per hour just because you're better at work.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah,
So
that's smarter.
But if that's just purely a knowledge gap. So I need to be working on how to work on working hard.
Say work again. I don't think the audio picked that up.
So it's
Work.
Work. I don't know the rest of the words. There's like work. Speaks Latin.
Dirt.
Yeah, something about dirt. Dirty work.
Speaking of dirt, should leave a little bit of dirt under your pillow for the dirt man.
Yes. I keep a little dirt under my pillow for the dirt man. Banger.
What?
In case he can't. Anyway, slightly off of stress. That was our little stress break.
Yeah.
That allowed us to go.
Please
back.
edit him in. We'll get him on the podcast. I don't know who he is,
That'd be great.
but let's get the dirt man.
Is it Carter? I think this is his name.
Let's get him on. He is.
A legend.
He is.
Expensive.
We're guys.
Expensive.
We keep.
Yeah, no, he's American, isn't he? So we could get him. Just need to pay for his flights and accommodation.
We'll just do a road trip around the States, take all of our podcast gear out and film a bunch of people. I know so many contacts down the States that we could film and get good ones on.
Yeah, that's one option.
Get JA17 on.
Who?
Josh Allen.
Yes. Our quarterback.
Go Bills.
We won again.
We did.
2-2 right now.
Yeah, and Chiefs 0-2.
Damn, who saw that coming after the best Super Bowl performance of their lives?
Nah.
Outrageous. How the Dolphins doing this year, do you know?
They lost again. They're 0-2 as well.
They still have Tyreek Hill or not?
Yep.
Yeah.
But they have an awful quarterback in Tua. I think they're actually going to try Zach Wilson next week.
Are they?
That's how bad they are.
There's no countries in
Zach Wilson.
I'm pulling on random
I
countries.
think that's Zach Bryan.
Yeah, could be. Or Zach Top. There's many.
Mm.
Zach Top's pretty good. Just give him a check out. He helps me ease my stress. That's the other. I think I'd be less stressed working if I could listen to music while I'm working, but I can't because most of my job is editing.
Yeah.
So it's like whenever I was an accountant, I'd always listen to music, and then they'd always tell me off because you're not allowed to listen to music while you're working.
You're not allowed to be happy while you're an accountant.
It's so dumb. It's like, what is this? Soviet Russia? It's like, go away. Let me either...
Because that is what Soviet Russia is known for.
Yeah, preventing people from listening to banging tunes. Like, you know, you just stick on, like, High School Musical, and then you're able to work a lot more.
We're all in this
Yeah, there you
together.
go. Get your head in the game. Yeah, anyway.
So you have burnt out multiple times, Will.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Are you proud of that?
Well, no, it's just a thing that happens.
It's not, though.
No, but for me,
If you got 100 people, random drawn off the street,
Yeah.
and asked them, have they ever worked themselves to the point of total and utter burnout where their body needs to put them asleep?
Yeah.
How many of those people do you think would step forwards?
I don't know. Only the people worth over 10 mil. Or the people who aren't worth anything.
Why different sides?
Well, because there's two things that come of that. If you work yourself to burnout, it scares you from ever doing it again, and therefore you never amount to anything. If you work all the way to burnout and then realise that you need to work more to get over it, they're the people that go on and fly.
I see. Okay. I've also burnt out.
Yes. Tell me about it.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Obviously, aside from the reasons.
Was it a big... Because this is the other thing. Sorry.
No, please.
So there's moments. It's you that's saying that they're burnouts.
Yeah.
For me, it's just I've got to the point of like exhaustion, quick sleep that refuels me, and then go. Burnout. I have had proper burnout before. I think, which is where it's taken me a full day of like, I just need to go like this. Just take the day.
Yeah.
So
well, both. I
there are
think
levels to it. So you've
burnout,
probably had
yeah.
proper burnout, is what I would say.
I
I don't
think-
want to minimise yours by saying, well, I just have a little burnout every month or whatever.
Thank you for validating me.
No, but it's like you probably actually have proper burnout, and it's not just something that you can just coin mine, because mine is just tiredness.
No, I think that is burnout. I think that is fatigue. Maybe chronic, but we'll get into that. But I've definitely had burnout to the point where I've had weeks or like a 3, 4, 5 day stint where I'm like, I need to just take the day off or like the week off and just do nothing. Sit at home, talk to no one, say nothing, eat food. And
These
just
are all
relax.
your slogans for your t-shirts you're going to sell one day.
Yeah, do
Sit
nothing.
down, do nothing.
Eat food. Phone in sick. Quit your job. Go traveling. Yeah, I definitely had moments where I have gone to the point where I know I can't continue any further and just burnt out. Just, I have to lay down. I have to do nothing. Yeah. Why do we think people ignore stress? So, also, I want to pull it back. You did say something really insightful when it comes to managing stress. It's one of my favorite quotes. I don't know if you've actually ever heard it, but you actually said it near enough verbatim. It was really weird. The way out is through. I think it's so true in a lot of ways in life.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't get anywhere by planning or talking about. You get there by doing. And the only way to do the hard stuff is to push through it. It's like you need both things. You need to do the thing, and then you need to do the hard thing.
Yep.
It's like the only way to do that is to push through that thing.
The way out is through.
I'm looking forward to finding the next level.
There's another level.
Well, it must be. It's like then I suppose it's like becoming even more refined. So it's like you have a broad idea down the bottom, and that's what doing the thing is. And then once you start doing the thing, you hit a wall because it gets tricky. Whenever you start to do something to a certain level, it obviously gets tricky. You push through that, and then it's like, where I am is multiple opportunities open up. It's like, well, where do you focus your attention? So it's like you've got to choose that, and I don't think there's a right or wrong decision there. But then pushing through on those things, then it's like even more complex version of the original, which is like, then okay, do that thing, and then.
But
push
then one
through,
could argue you're more equipped when you come to these next levels because you've worked through stage 1, level 2, level 4, level 5.
You're more equipped, but it's not like the gap between level 1 and 2 is a lot closer than the gap between 7 and 8.
It exponentially gets harder, yeah, absolutely. But one would say you would exponentially get more equipped.
I wish. It'd be great. I might be on step 4 by now if I did.
I am on step 4, but not of dealing stress, of AA. I'm not. Why do people
Absolute
ignore
arse.
stress?
Sorry. Why do people ignore stress?
So, pause. Thank you. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. It's a quote.
Not the life
Anne
support machine.
Lamont. Who is this Anne?
Anne Lamont.
She's a novelist. Good work. Why do people ignore stress? Go.
Oh, you're asking me, right? Why do people ignore stress? Because it's easy, isn't it? It's like you don't want to deal with it. It's like especially if when I was. So I remember one particular day, I was working from home as an accountant. Something had gone wrong, and I was on call with like somebody that was above me. I think they were a senior, whatsoever. Lovely person, like awesome, like you'd love her. She's sea swimming year round, like windsurfing, kite surfing. Does all the sorts of crazy challenges where you run up mountains or whatever. I think her name is Laura. Anyway, and that's like the most stressful call I've had of my life. It was like, you know, when something hurts and your temptation is to flinch away.
Yeah.
Like that whole call was like, I'm gonna put a hot rod and I'm just gonna jab it in you, and you can't leave the call. It's like that was an hour and a half call, I think, of that, and since the first 10 minutes of it, it was all like I had to flinch that I quit, I want to quit, I want out the whole time. I was just thinking to myself, I mean, it's like that's the most stressed I've ever been in my life. Like felt like I was literally underwater, like my ears were ringing, like I couldn't hear properly. I kept asking her to repeat herself. I was sweating. It was absolutely nuts. straight after that call, it was the end of the day as well. It was like, I don't know, 7 o'clock or whatever. And finished the call. I laid down on the floor to take a deep breath. I woke up an hour and a half later.
Wow.
Yeah, just always sleep. Sleep just gets me through everything.
Do you think that's your body's reaction to stress then? Is when stress is too much for you? Maybe it's not burnout. Maybe it is when stress is too much for you, your body goes, I just need you to forcibly take a break.
Shut down and take a break. Process it and then get back to it. That's what it does. But I don't think that's unhealthy. Unless it's raising like my cortisol levels so high that I'm going to die early, but I'll probably die early anyway.
You think?
Statistically, the richest people in the world don't live the longest.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I mean, you're definitely not going to if you keep having 12 sugars a day.
Is that how many that works out to be?
No. If you're having 4 or 5, it's
8 or 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 1.5. Okay, yeah, it's still because the first one is heaped and the second one is a half. So it's, you know.
So people ignore stress. I've got here different ones. I want to discuss them, but cultural and societal pressures. So push through, grind culture, sleep when you're dead. Personal denial, believing stress is a weakness or it's just part of life. Numbing distractions, so overworking, scrolling, alcohol, even excessive exercise to mask stress. Don't know who would do that. Fear of appealing, vulnerable, silence until breaking point. So grind culture, hustle culture, pushing through, sleep when you're dead. Do you think that's a valuable or useful way to deal with it?
I think it's a healthy mindset, but stop at the end of the day and go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's like you need to have that ferociousness inside of you when you're working, but you also need to know that at the end of your day, whenever that is, you then need to allow yourself at least 8 to 9 hours of proper rest. So that's what I do. So when I work late nights, I work late mornings. I don't ever do or rarely do late nights and early mornings. Like there's always, my day shifts.
Good. That's really actionable advice for people as well. If of course they can make that happen and they.
If you can't because you're employed, just leave.
I don't know why I'm looking at this camera. It can't see me, but just
It's
leave.
the only one we can guarantee is running.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, this one's on slow mo.
Yeah. No. I dropped my kangaroo. Sorry.
Kangaroo.
Have you not ever dropped a kangaroo?
No.
No, neither
I've never dropped the Joey.
How you doing?
Very well.
Very well, thank you, actually.
Yeah, wonderful, yes.
Ah, quite spiffing.
Yeah, I get what the point you're making of hustle culture is a good mindset. However, I also think there's elements that could be used that are negative, especially if you don't know where you're grinding or you don't align with what the outcome is. You know, so sleep when you're dead, push through, grind culture is great when applied to professional environments that you're aligned with the outcome. But when you're not aligned, almost a waste of time.
I don't think you'd ever bother doing it unless you
weren't.
cared about the outcome.
Yeah, true. But then you could say it's burning the candle at both ends as well. So, like, if you're going out and making social time for people, you're going out partying, you like party when you're dead, or you can't party when you're dead. Like, grind.
Can't sleep when you're dead
through.
either.
Yeah, can't do anything when you're dead. Unless you're religious.
I don't know. Lowers your heart rate.
What, being dead?
Won't beat again for...
Yeah, people ignore stress, personal denial, believing stress is a weakness. It's just part of life. I agree, stress is just a part of life. However, again, as we've discussed, you can harness stress. You can choose where to navigate your stress.
Definitely. It's so much of all the conversations we have are... Like, these are all things that I feel like are obvious. It's like, I want to motivate people to work as hard as possible on things they're confident in doing and feel like it's fulfilling, and have a balanced life where they're not overworked and overtired, but have enough money to change their family tree, whatever, right? That, to me, is quite easy to achieve because you just don't do anything stupid. It's simple. So...
Define stupid.
First, well, this should hopefully answer that.
Oh God, here we go. Buckle up.
If you find something you're passionate about, you've won straight away because you don't need external motivation or anything. You're already passionate about it. Great. So now you've got the vehicle. Well, you don't. You've got the topic. Then you need the vehicle, which is 9 times out of 10 you are going to have to build a business around it. But what that business does is completely up to you. Then you need to make sure that while you're building that business, you are also working for wherever your limit is, and you'll find that limit in the first 6 months of just working. If you set yourself like a timer and you've got to stop it every time you stop working and start, and like you'll see what you can actually do in a day. Make sure you allow yourself, you don't necessarily have to sleep for 9 hours, but there is a 9-hour block between work days for you. That I think that's so important. And you completely choose what to do in those 9 hours. It's up to you. You can sleep, you can go on holiday, you can do whatever you like, but you only have 9 hours.
You get to choose.
Then there's... Oh, what's the other ones that I said? They're like the main ones. It's like, if you do that, there's no way you fail, by the way. Worst case scenario, your business makes no money. You've been spending your entire career working on something you're passionate about. If you work really hard on something you're passionate about and you make your business a success, you have loads of money, but you may not have had all the sleep.
But then people come to the first stress and give up.
Well, you don't want it then. You're a waste of space.
So you're saying if someone does give up on the first element of difficulty, they are not failing, but...
They're a waste of space.
Why?
What good are you? See, that's a tough one to answer, isn't it? They don't do anything. Let's go and do something that's really hard. Great, sounds great. Let's make a start. Let's do something really hard. Cool. Let's start. Oh, wait, why have you stopped? Oh, it was a bit hard. What? Honestly.
But then the reason for stopping because it's hard can have so many avenues. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying I agree with you.
It's funny because the world is so easy. Like before I made a success out of the YouTube channel, I used to hear all the millionaires say, "Oh, there's no competition anymore. It's just so easy. Everyone's like they just give up all the time." It's like I was there. I've been like, no, I've been doing this 2.5 years. I haven't given up. I'm still going. It's like I'll just keep going. And then I hit 3 years, and I just keep going 3.2 years, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's worked. And like, I'm doing okay now, and I still want to go, and I'm even more driven than ever. It's like, bearing in mind, there's so many people out there who have much higher ability. Like my brother, for example, George, excellent graphic designer. If he turned even 50% of his attention to YouTube, he would be like the next Mr. Beast. For 1,000% sure, in terms of graphic design and everything. He can do everything that Mr. Beast team can do. He's nuts. He just doesn't have the same drive. It's like that drive, I think, is the rare thing that all entrepreneurs inherently have. And that's why when entrepreneurs are asked, can other people do it too? It's like the answer is, yeah, everyone can do it. But you need to have that drive to just push through anything. You need to have the resistance in hard times. So yeah, building a business now is like playing tennis with the net down.
Wow, that's a good analogy. I also think there was something that Chris Williams said, I can't remember, but it's something along the lines of all successful business people have the same traits, which is like the inability to stop working, a complete belief that they are right, and something else I can't quite remember. So
yeah, no, I remember that.
It's almost having that desire and that discipline to just keep working and not allowing stress. But I suppose it's very much what you're suggesting there is you're picking. But if you're following a passion, the stresses will almost be minimized because you're following a passion. So the stress, although it's stress, should be easy to harness and feel somewhat positive because it's a passion you're following.
For sure. There's another thing I would say that's maybe helped me with my stress, and that is, and this podcast has massively helped with it as well, funnily enough, which is clarity of thinking. There's so many things that you don't make your mind up about in life until you come around to them.
It's so true.
It's like these podcasts have allowed me to form what my opinions are on certain topics, so they don't cloud my judgment anymore. It's like, and I'm now seeing it as periodically, maybe twice a year, I'll review my opinions on the things. But for now, I'm willing to, whatever I've said in the podcast, I'm going to stand behind that because it's easier for me to apply Like, it's almost compartmentalized into, what did I say in that? Okay, I said that. That's my belief on it, and let's go. I can be lazy now because I've got that clarity.
Yeah, I agree. It's when you enter into these discussions, like I remember talking with a friend of mine about religion, and he was like, ultimately, the reason I've decided religion is because I've heard different people's opinions and different people's versions of facts or what they deem to be true. And I have assigned that actually I think this one is the most plausible, so I've adopted that. Until which point, someone else makes a more valid point. This is my belief, and I will stand by my belief until again, which point it's challenged and I perceive something else to be more valuable. Yes, we in this world need to align. Something I struggle with is trying to walk completely down the middle and not upset anyone. But all that does is upset myself and sacrifice my sense of self. So identifying and sticking with an opinion is extremely, extremely important.
Mm-hmm. It's also really interesting because I've gone through exactly the same thing on my YouTube channel. It's been, I'm going to be down the middle. But the thing is, you're still the person deciding where the middle is.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no way you know exactly the balance between left and right or right and wrong or up and down. Like, there's no way you know where the middle. That's completely down to your perception. So you'll already be leaning one way or the other.
Yeah.
It's, as soon as I realised that, I was like, okay, I'm just going to be me. It's so much easier.
Yeah. Ultimately, that is right, because you can only ever be you. You can't be anyone else. No one else can be you better than you. All those cliche quotes, but
and
yeah, true.
Also, just for the next generation of me that's out there listening, I watch so many things like, oh, you just need to be yourself. It's like, what does that mean? I'm going to drop some gems for you. It means saying whatever's on your mind.
That's a dangerous game.
I don't care. You want to be you. What's Alex Hormozi's thing of authenticity? It's doing exactly what you would do with no threat of consequence. So if you would be murderous with no threat of consequence, that is who you authentically are. If you would help people out with no consequences in the world, like just give away all your money to help certain things, or you just buy every resource you had, you just give up to go and get all the homeless off the street or whatever. Like, that is authentically who you would be.
But then would you encourage the murderous person and the complete humanitarian to equally both be as authentically themselves as they wanted to be? You wouldn't have a word with either of them and be like, look, mate, I've seen who you are. Maybe dial it back?
I mean, obviously don't go around murdering people.
I thought you were going to say the other. Okay.
Obviously don't go around helping people. But that is, obviously I used extremes, but that's the best way, I think, to decide who you really are, is like see who you would be if there was no consequence. Are you a cheater? Would you go and cheat on somebody if there was no threat of consequence of you breaking up? Are you, I don't know, anything? Would you always turn up late for work? Would you not go to work? Would you, I don't know, throw loads of money into a risky investment if there was no risk of consequence? Would you do it? There's lots of things that you can test and just see. And then everything is a game. Like, everyone takes life so seriously. It's not a game. It's Grand Theft Auto with better graphics. It is. Life is so easy. Just play it right.
My stomach went. It was, because you said Grand Theft Auto, I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
By the way, when GTA 6 is out, I'm playing that. That'll be my first waste of time for 3 years.
I don't play video games.
I don't either. That's the one I've been waiting for, though.
Okay.
Next year, 2026.
So there's last few in here. One I want to just gloss over is the numbing distractions. So overworking, scrolling, alcohol, drugs, excessive exercise. For me, it's definitely excessive exercise, but also that makes me think that every positive is also a negative depending on how you spin it. You know, for me, if I'm stressed, going to exercise makes me feel better. If I'm feeling, like yesterday, I was feeling so hectic, all over the place. I had a busy day. I didn't get any time for myself except for one video call, which is very nice. Yeah. But
was that personal or professional?
Both.
Was it?
Yes.
Very good.
Very good. Very nice. Very good. Very
nice.
nice. Yeah, but it was a completely balls to the wall day, like completely and utter hectic.
You're welcome.
I was so stressed, but I went to the gym and I felt so much better because I just lifted heavy circles. I felt great.
We put our feelings into our muscles.
Yeah. Anything you numb yourself with?
Not that I'm going to share on the podcast. You know what I numb myself with. Gets me through everything.
It does. You and heroin.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, consequences of ignoring stress. We'll gloss over them because we are very much at time. Personal, health breakdowns, depression, strained relationships. Professional, errors, absences, disengagement, career derailment. Long-term consequences of ignoring stress. Chronic illnesses such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, anxiety disorders. And in the UK, depression and anxiety accounted for 49% of all work-related ill health cases.
I just had flash forwards to like me in my 50s. And you were the doctor. And you're saying you have...
You have high blood pressure, diabetes, anxiety.
Yeah, Alzheimer's. I'll get it all. Cancer.
As long as we write in your will that you sign everything over to me.
It'll be split between... I'm undecided, actually. Originally, I was doing everything for my kids, but the more I think about it, the more I think the not giving them anything is the best motivation.
Who was it? There was a famous actor that did that, wasn't there? Or sports person that did that.
I think so. I think it's becoming more common. Alex Hormozy's thing is don't ever let anything... There should be 100% death tax.
Wow.
It'll all make its way to the government, and the government are so bad with money, it just finds its way back into the economy. So if you're there to receive the money, then great. So it's like if your kids set up a business, then they'll get that money back because people will spend money with their business.
Interesting.
That's what happened with furlough. It's like instead of it being 100% death tax, they just decided to print loads of money and inflate Bitcoin's price. By the way, that is how Bitcoin goes up in value. The more money it's printed, the less value real currency has. Therefore, Bitcoin goes up in value. Yeah. And all the money found its way to Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson and the top 50 people. Because they're the ones that own the businesses where everyone spends the money. It's like, it's obvious. So you can see how that's going to work. So more money into an environment doesn't solve wealth inequality.
No.
What does solve wealth inequality is 100% death tax. Because then you have nobody entitled because they've got daddy's trust fund money.
Yeah, true. I hear that. Interesting.
Everyone
Never thought
starts
about it
at
like that. No inheritance.
And my grandfather had invented two sayings. One of which I think you may have heard before that it went wide. It was, so the first one is, people with status don't need status symbols.
Yeah.
I love that one. Then there's wealth for 3 generations, then back again. Which is, you start at poverty line, next generation up improves neighbourhood and goes to the next one. Next generation up improves on a massive scale and makes loads of money. Sorry, my feet are all over the shop. Makes loads of money, like dramatically changes everything. Like, this is where you get from poverty to £1 million house in 2 generations. Incredible. They have kids and everything goes back down to zero because they spend all the money and they don't know how to make any money. So their kids then grow up and it's right back at the beginning. It's so me, James and George, my brothers, were very stressed about this because we're the 3rd generation. So it's like, we better make stuff happen. We are not being that. So now I'm worried that now maybe it's moved to four generations for us. So
yeah, but I suppose it's just how you install that into your kids, really, isn't it?
It's like, how do you provide... Because what does it mean to provide them with a better life without spoiling them? Because I haven't had a bad life, so maybe I just want to give them the same life that I've had. But I want some really nice stuff because I've earned it. I want to live in a really nice house that overlooks the thing. It's got 6 bedrooms, it's got loads of land, and we've got Highland cows, and we've got motorbikes in the back garden. I drive whatever car I want. But the environment that brings the kids up in is, oh, well, I want to just take the Ferrari, please, it's my first car. It's like, well, hold on.
No, you're getting a Nissan Micra or a Hyundai i10.
Gets.
Oh, Gets. Oh.
1.5 diesel, though, it's rapid.
Yeah, true.
It's faster than Gee whiz. You know what Gee whiz is, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do know G-Wiz. Yeah, sorry.
First electric car, 30 miles an hour, 20-mile range. Yeah, so it's like, what do you do in that situation? It's like, how do you raise a kid? Like, because what I've now, despite having earned loads of money, I'm not able to actually spend it because I'm worried about the impact that has on my kids and how they spend their money, and then trying to protect my own wealth. It's just easier if I spend all my money and buy all the things that I like and just have 100% death tax. Be great.
Maybe that's another podcast, generational wealth.
I think so, for sure.
But that
it's time for lunch.
My stomach is going all over. That is time for us, dude. We have done stress. We've completed stress, and we have moved forward. So you're welcome. There's loads you can take from that. You just have to listen carefully enough. If you do this and then do that, you'll learn loads about stress.
It's also what it sounds like when you get really stressed. If you're me. Literally sounds like that.
Don't, 'cause you'll just end up.
Yeah, well, I'll just fall asleep.
So, well, wrap it up.
Carnage. Oh, right, yeah. Just looking at
Lovely.
your hand.
Looking at my hand. My
Right.
beautiful hand.
That is, hopefully we didn't film this one in slow motion.
Wow, this one looks alright.